everybody? It's your girl Simply Dot Neil, and we are here back with I'm Just Saying Live. So I definitely want to welcome you guys to the show. I've got my guys with me. What's up, fellas?
Good morning. Oh, man.
All right, how you doing over there, Tuck?
I'm doing good. Had a good week, good weekend,
All right. Now,
feeling good.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all one more time. Welcome to I'm Just Saying Live, where the morning brew gives us the energy to provide you the best in edutainment, period. If you don't learn anything watching this show, you wasn't listening. Now, here's our twist of this week's hottest headlines, and this also provides you a way to be able to participate in the conversation. We love to see your comments, so make sure you post them.
Post and share.
Also, remember to share these videos. We are nothing without you. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's kick off this show. Let's get this party started. Now, we like to start the show with the weekend recap. So, Tuck, let's jump right in.
All right. Let's get into it.
All right. Now, for this weekend recap, I'd like to start off with a little something that actually happened before the weekend. Killer Leon had his listening party, Jerseys in Jordan, which was sponsored by Jim Beam. Now, we had a absolutely wonderful time out at Faces, because it was at Faces. I forgot to mention that. On Alameda, we had a real good time. So, tell us a little bit about how you enjoyed the listening party.
I had a good time, and it was a good vibe. Got to meet a lot of new people. Got to network. Slim Thug came through. David Banner came through. Drank some good Jim Beam drinks. Now
y'all know I like to drink a little bit. Maybe just a little.
Of course we do. Yes, we do.
I was really happy that Jim Beam was in the building, because they separated it out in quarters since we were dressed in our jerseys and Jordans. Yes. I really like this aspect. So we got to have a first quarter drink, a second quarter drink, a third quarter drink, and a fourth quarter drink. So
wasn't no overtime?
Oh man, we didn't get an overtime. I even thought about that. I did probably sneak in a little overtime, because when I sampled it, I asked her to pour me one more cup. I asked her to pour me one more cup so that I could have it for a photo,
Yeah.
So, but I was really happy to do that. And so we did make connection with the guy who's over Jim Beam. So at our next event, we may be doing the same thing. I can't wait.
Yeah, and check out my IG Tuck_ATL. I got some footage from that night.
Right, so. Definitely do that. I have tons of friends who also have interviews from some of the guests who attended and are talking about the music. We talked about whether or not we felt like it was, the mainstream type situation going on. And what did you have to say about that? What style of music? I had said earlier that I felt like it was kind of a mixture between old school and new school.
Yeah, it's more, I would say, more elder millennial, mid to elder millennial, around my, our age, maybe some Gen X.
Okay.
But it's more older feel, but it definitely has some bangers. Couple on there I've been rocking. So yeah. I like that intro that Mike joined. That's hard. So definitely.
All right. Well, you said that was your favorite. As a matter of fact, I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
It's still your favorite. Okay. Yeah. All right. Up next, Libra Gang 2022. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, over the course of the weekend, I celebrated my birthday yet again. Okay, this birthday just keeps on giving, and giving. So, Libra Gang 22 took place over at Diamond Bar and Lounge. Okay, I had no idea that this club had changed its name, but the party was definitely popping. Anthony thought it was going to be a little boring at first, but boy, did they wake him up. What you got to say about the party, Ant?
Hey, so we get there. I'm like, oh man. We at these old folks club, but 10 minutes in, after the band stopped, hey, it was turn up time. The music was jumping. Everybody was doing their thing, celebrating. And I never seen so many sections for individuals having a birthday. It was like maybe 30-something sections in there, but it wasn't jam-packed, but it was packed. And everybody got their drink on, they fun, good music, good company. great entertainment.
One of the special things about this party this weekend was that DJ Jack Frost received a proclamation. It was presented to him by Tamisha Horton, now Taylor of ZBT Awards, and I thought that was amazing. He has done a ton of things for the city. I'm just waiting on my proclamation, y'all. Y'all gotta give me my little, my accolade. I can't wait.
You better hurry up, Mel Turner finna go.
Oh no! Even days out no more.
One more thing before we move on. By that night, not DJ Frost, but the other DJ in the club, play at least 2 verses of the song, please.
Hey,
at least.
Don't let girls get in mid twerk and be like,
that's right. Oh, where's that? And I wasn't the only one feeling that way. So
okay, all right.
That's why.
So silly. All right, what we got up next?
All right, let's see what we got.
All right, Savage Life. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have been going long, hard, and strong all football season long, but it was time for the Savages to come not only to homecoming but to a close. So this was our very last game of the season, and we had to set it off. We went up to Plummer and had a ball. There was a little bit of drinks, there was lots of food, and lots of fun. We even played kickball out there. So, ladies and what you say? I was about to go with that one. The kids was playing in the field like they always do. We had a really great time. And so here's a picture of our squad, coaches included, team moms included. What a wonderful season. What a wonderful way to close out the season, shall I say. You liked it too?
Oh, yeah. The closeout was great.
Right.
It was good. We finished strong. So I'm proud
okay,
of it.
That was our weekend recap, but we need to get into a couple of upcoming events. Now, I have told y'all this for the past couple of weeks that we are still looking for board members for Annual Underwear Affair. If you would like to be part of my 501c3, please send your resume, and I have the address right there where you need to send it. My email is info@auacharity.com. I was figuring maybe that's why y'all haven't sent any resumes, is because I didn't have that on there. So I know that y'all gonna flood it right now. I'm just saying, y'all gonna flood it right now with all your wonderful selves wanting to help. Ain't that right?
Y'all get it.
Now, while he pulls up this next flyer, then I have some things that I want to tell you about it. So I got to make sure that I pull up the details. All right. Now, we know that the breast cancer awareness game is coming up this weekend, and AUA is definitely going to be a part of the game. Okay, so there's going to be water bottles, basketball hoops for youth that we're going to be giving out. We got raffle tickets, all kinds of stuff to help raise money for Annual Underwear Affair. So again, if you are in the area up in Colorado, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to go out there, support. Adults are only $10 and youth are $5. So I cannot wait for that to go down on this weekend. Please make sure you also check out their live, and remember to hit like while you're there. We can't spread the word without you. All right, now, y'all know I attended field dates thrown by my friend Chad Cassie, and I need you guys to go ahead and register. It's time. The Adult Field Dates brunch is coming up, and it's going to be November the 6th. That's a very special day for me, but we will definitely have to check out Adult Field Dates. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is not like what y'all think. Everybody's thinking it's a date, it's this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. But it has so many networking capabilities. It's for everybody. Singles, married people, whoever wants to attend can definitely go. If you want to go and mix and mingle with the affluence of Houston, if you will, this is definitely one of those events that you need to go to. And it's also for the active adult. Okay, I'm gonna put that out there. It needs to be the active adults. So if you want to get out there with the movers and shakers, definitely attend your adult field dates. Okay.
They say in the hood, for those who out here.
Those who out here. Okay, that part. All right, now here's another happy hour. I found so many drinking events, did I not? Now we had this doctor on as a guest not too long ago, and she is throwing yet another event, but it's going to be a happy hour. This is going to be on November the 11th, and this is the We Care Happy Hour. Now we know that she is a pharmacist, so I have no idea yet, but we're going to make sure we contact her in regards to what exactly is going to be talked about and what's going to be going on at this. But I wanted you to give you a save the date, okay? So make sure you put it on your calendars that this happy hour is going down on November the 11th.
What kind of drink?
Yeah, he said what kind of drinks they're going to have. All kinds, I'm sure. Uh-oh, now I wanted to, before we get into that, you could pop that on down because it is now time for us to do our weekly sports update and news. Now, let me tell y'all about a little bit about this. I was having troubles on where I was gonna go with this with this flyer. So what did you think about it when I sent it to you? Have you seen it? Did you pay attention to it?
I did, but I hate the flyer. We're gonna have to redo this all over.
Why do you hate it? See, I'll be trying to work hard.
I just don't like. I like what you. I like the idea. I just don't like my picture. So let me do my picture. I'm gonna do. Yeah, we gonna do.
I've asked you for a picture. Have I not? The other one had a suit on.
Yeah,
you can't have a suit on a sports thing. No, it was a 3-piece with the tie.
Put him on with his suit. Put me on.
Yeah, put me on the suit.
Oh, I would have never thought that in a million years. I'm just saying, okay. Yeah. That part. Okay, I'll put y'all with y'all suits next week.
and let's do a photo shoot, man. Let's do a photo shoot.
I'm on with that.
So we normally like to start our news section off with a sports update. So come on, guys, give me this sports update, and I'll see what maybe I can interject in there.
Well, we're gonna start from the top first.
You know what? I'm gonna slide out. I'm gonna do this.
No.
Slide on
you
out.
Come on back in and let's talk about these Astros.
Because we're gonna slide into this win, baby. We're here for it.
I forgot to get the broom so I can sweep this shit.
Anthony, your language, jeez.
Hey, I'm rooting for the Astros though.
Hey man, they pulling miracles off. They doing their thing, but I got kind of nervous in that 9th inning when they put Aaron Judge up there. This big 6'9", 350-pound dude.
I mean, yeah, but he ain't felt that kind of pitching, He ain't seen that. Yeah, he wasn't ready for that kind of pitching. That's why
they putting across the plate on his big self, big fella.
Hey, he about to get paid too.
Oh yeah.
Get paid.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Sound like he trying to hold out. He say he gonna represent himself. He gonna free agent. He want that money. Pass up to what? 213 million.
No. He already turned down 300.
Oh, okay.
He turned down 300. He want 350 or better.
So let's say this before he gets off here, or before he has to run and go do something. Quentin Gordon, thank you so much for watching our show. Okay, we love all of our fans, but we definitely gotta make sure Quentin.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you. Shout out. That's one of our customers.
We appreciate it.
And we appreciate you for chiming in each and every week right here. I'm just saying live. Now we need you to share it. That's the next key into the puzzle. But go ahead with your sports update, guys. Sorry about that.
So we are the Astros. The first game is Friday, and I don't think it's gonna be no challenge. I'm looking for this parade, looking for this ring, so y'all can see that the Astros are gonna do it again and again.
I am dying laughing at this. Astros and North Shore are the only teams you can count on in Houston. Oh my
God. Rockets and them Texas. Oh my God.
I mean, kind of true.
Let's move right along to the NFL. What you got there, brother?
Man, we had a good game last night between the Bears and the Patriots. Of course, the Bears thrubbed them, 3 turnovers, beat them like 34-17. Even though, defense didn't play, the offense didn't play pretty well for Chicago, but the defense kicked But
So what does that to say about Belichick?
I think Belichick is the coaches are good. I think the GM he has a problem evaluating talent. I think he needs another person in his ear to bring the right people on.
Okay.
But
A problem evaluating talent. I like
yeah,
that comment.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to go back
he
and
has
catch
a
that
problem
one.
evaluating talent. I'm
Okay.
just saying. But other than that, and then me, this is something that's near and dear to my heart. Former Falcons quarterback Matt Ryan was
Yeah.
benched for the season in Indy. As I've been telling people for the last 10 years that Matt Ryan is not good. There we go.
He was all right at one time.
Bro, he got schemed into an MVP. He was not good.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because after Shanahan left, you seen
Uh-huh.
everything. Okay.
Decline.
So the decline.
Well, let's say this. We did have a quarterback come back, and he did good. They won. Oh, Dak Prescott.
Dak
Dak is back.
is back.
I should have worn my other jersey. I should have worn my other jersey.
Oh, Quentin like the Cowboys
You know, I
too.
wanted to say this. I know there's tons of people out there who likes the Cowboys. That's why they're America's team. Anyway, listen, while we were talking about baseball, y'all forgot to say that the Philadelphia Phillies beat out San Diego and that they're the ones who are going to be playing the Houston Astros. So who you think going to come out on top?
What this? What that say?
Next,
Look,
I got to put out there before. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Phillies are tough though. Bryce Harper's no joke.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now, also, so outside of that, I wanted to throw in that the 2023 Women's World Cup is going to be in Australia. Okay. They finally drew. They found out. And I needed to say that about the sports.
You got your passport, bro?
We going? No.
Yeah.
We got that money. We're going like that. We're going. Okay.
Where we going?
I'm trying to
Where
get
we
to
going?
Australia.
Australia.
Australia. All right.
Ooh, that's a big trip right there.
I don't know if I want to go to Australia. I don't know. They're a little
Yeah, they
strict
don't.
over there.
We keep hearing the rumors. They don't treat us right.
Yeah. They would mess around, might not let you leave.
Now, before we get to, y'all silly. Because they were putting they were putting ankle monitors on people who had tested positive for COVID and things like that.
COVID.
They don't care. Okay, so I also wanted to talk about in news, because we didn't really get to news, but it's almost time for our special guest. America's test scores have dropped. Okay, after this whole COVID, after this online whatever, test scores are the lowest that they have been in years, especially for 4th and 8th grade students. So if your kids are anywhere in that parameter, you need to get a tutor now. I'm just gonna tell you, okay? So the National Assessment of Education Progress, known as the Nation's Report Card, said that we down. Okay.
So they're just grammar? Okay.
And it's math, mostly math. So everybody needs to make sure that they check in on their kids, see what they're doing. You have to be active in the process of your kids' education. We all have children here. We know to do our part, but I'm trying to let y'all know, wake up. If you have not been paying attention, it is time to pay attention to your kids and the math, because the schools are not getting it.
Yep.
That part.
It always starts at home.
All right, it is 10:29, okay, which means that it is time for us to introduce our very, very, very special guest, and I cannot wait to have this conversation. I've told y'all plenty of times that I am so interested because you can start aviation programs so young that I want Colton and Corbin to be able to fly a plane. Like, this has been one of my things that I have been wanting to happen, but there's a program out there now that we are about to get into the details on, that we're going to share with you. And this could change your lives, not just mine, but your lives. And so we're going to introduce Mr. Kenneth Morris. You got that for me?
I got that for you.
All right. Come on, Kenneth. How are you doing this morning?
Yeah, how you doing?
I am great.
How are y'all?
We are good. All right.
Good.
So Kenneth is founder of Aviation Community Foundation. Okay. Now, this is a program that not only helps kids, but I guess anybody who could participate, correct, if they're interested in kind of changing up their life, if you will. So today I had decided that we would break down some of the myths, because a lot of Black people are always talking about they're scared to fly, or they don't want to do this, that, and the other, or they think that they're not going to qualify to be able to be part of a program of this nature because of degrees and different things of this nature. But if you start out at kids and you get a head start, come on, man, we can change the world. So, Kenneth, welcome to I'm Just Saying Live. We're very, very happy to have you. Tell us a little bit about your aviation program.
Okay, no, I appreciate the opportunity. Again, I'm. If you'd asked me when I was 4, 5, and 6, I tell everybody before I start any interview, I'm not your traditional pilot. I didn't know at 5, 6, 7 years old I was flying airplanes. I was terrified of heights. Where I'm from in Houston, everybody in Fifth Ward scared of heights, because it's
Right.
folklore. They tell you get in the airplane, you're going to crash and die and all that. It's just like, what I found out is none of that was true. And they just didn't know. So I'm the first person in my family to ever do this, and it's been a blessing to say the least. So my whole focus, I went to the military right out of high school, graduated out of Jones in 97. I'm from Fifth Ward originally, and graduated from Jones. Went to the Navy, and the way I got into aviation, it wasn't because I seen somebody or I said, "Oh, I want to do that." It's because I scored so high on my test, and I barely graduated high school, but the Navy recruiter thought I cheated, so they made
Oh,
me take the
wow.
test again. They made me take the test again in front of them. So when I took the test again the second time, I scored even higher. I was like, "Bro, you gave me the same test. Like, come on, right?" So,
Right.
so I scored higher on the second test. When I scored higher, this aviation job came available, and I asked about it. And they basically told me, 90% of the people that try this job, they fell out. It's a lot of swimming. It involves looking for submarines. You should go be a cook on a boat. I'm like,
Wow.
okay, well, I'm going to take that job just because you said I couldn't do it. And that's how I got into aviation. I had no clue what I was getting into, but because I was challenged by somebody, and he didn't look like me, I said, I'm going to show you. So that's how I got into it. I never heard of Tuskegee Airmen, never heard of Bessie Coleman, never heard of any Black aviators, female aviators, Latino aviators. I never heard of it in my life. But once I got into it and I left my environment and I got around people who were supportive and these opportunities, I started traveling the world and meeting different cultures. I'm like, oh yeah, this is where we need to be at. So
Yeah.
that's how I got into it. And once I got out the Navy, it's expensive to get into aviation. Once I got out the Navy, I said, I'm gonna come back to Houston. I'm gonna teach them everything that the Navy taught me, the young people, for free. So I know it's hard to get into. And I say it fell in my lap, and I'm blessed to have traveled to, I think I've been like 30 countries already. Um,
Yeah,
and
we are amazed that you are able to share this, with the community, with children. I just ran across you over at Fifth Ward. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah,
clearly, there is a reason for you to be able to be doing what you're doing, whether you fell into it or not. It is now your destiny. I'm so happy, and I know that there are so many other boys and girls out there who would really be interested in your program. So tell us a little bit about the actual program and things that you teach them at an early age, because I heard you got a flight simulator.
yeah. So what I do is, I guess, and it's really based on my network. I have a great network and relationships throughout Houston and the country. In Houston specifically, what I do is, so it's really 4 steps to it. Um, Typically, if somebody hears me speak or I go to a school, they'll say, okay, I want to bring my kids out to your location. I'm based at Ellington Airport. My office is at Signature Flight Support, but I was the director of education and outreach at the Lone Star Flight Museum. First African American to have that position in 30 years. So what
Wow.
I do is, it's a $40 million
Awesome.
building. A lot of us don't even know it's there. So I bring out the students to the building. I don't have 40 million, but there's a place here that we are, we have access to, but a lot of times we just don't know. So I
Right.
bring out students from HISD, A-Leaf, Prairie View, Texas Southern, any K through college. I'm gonna bring them out and I'm gonna put them in the space. Then I give them a special, I guess it's a special tour, so to speak. Because if you come and get the tour from anybody else, it's not gonna be as cultured. So I'm gonna show you where our people are located in the museum. I'm gonna empower you. I'm gonna let you know that you can do this. It's not um, impossible. So when we do that, after we take them to the museum, so the first step is me coming to the school, or me coming to your church, me coming to wherever the case may be. The second step is you coming to where I'm at. at this $40 million museum. The third step, for those who are still interested, I put you in contact with flying programs. We have one coming up this summer for 16 to 18-year-olds, free flight training. A lot of times we don't get that information, but I just happen to be lucky enough to be in these boardrooms. So
hey, y'all better wake up right now. I tell y'all all the time that I'm giving y'all free game. Okay, y'all have these kids out here that you cannot engage with anything but the video game. This is like real life video. This is so much better than a video game. If you could put them in a real life flight program, come on now. Y'all can't beat this. Y'all need to start listening and paying attention. There's someone here who is definitely trying to do his thing in regards to waking up community, if you will. So again, I just want to applaud you for that, and I can't wait to get over here to this $40 million building. I'm gonna be feeling like I'm gonna be rich. You know, I might take me a flight class. I'm going up in tuxedos trying to fly my little plane.
Nah, it's a great opportunity, man. I've been blessed to be humble. I've had a great life, and my whole focus is like, how can I pay that forward to these young people and people, my peers as well, that just don't know. At the end of the day, when I leave, I want people to say, you know, he gave it everything, and it's never about the money. The money's gonna come. That's not even a question. But when you're doing something that you love, and when you're helping other people, and you're leaving a positive impact, I feel like that's really your legacy. You know, it don't matter how much money you got. You know, and even where I come from very humble beginnings. We didn't have much money growing up, but my family is everything. So the family lifted me in ways that others couldn't, and I'm very grateful for that.
Amen. Anybody have any questions for him, guys?
You got something?
Y'all look real interested.
He actually, no, I am interested. But he actually answered my questions. You know, explaining his old how he approaches it. You know, so the first step is him reaching out, and then the second thing is you coming into the building, taking the tour and those things. And then the third step is, if you really engaged in and wanted to be part of it, then you take the initiative of you know, taking those free classes and taking advantage of the resources that he had. He's a great and valuable resource to have, especially anyone that wants to go into aviation, or even and I'm pretty sure you have some there are some similarities with going out of space and space flight as well. So,
a lot of times, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, and a lot of times I got a basketball scholarship. I played basketball in college. My son plays basketball in college right now. And, you know, I'm never recruiting for, you got to be an airline pilot. But if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you get a private pilot license that costs like $12,000. If I'm in real estate, like, this is what I wish I would have known then. If I'm in real estate and I get my private pilot license in Texas, I'm going to fly to Louisiana and get my real estate license in Louisiana. It's for people that value their time differently. Like for me, I fly commercially every now and then, but when I fly private, it's a completely different experience, because the time it takes me to wait 2-3 hours to get to an airport, I'm already at my destination, and my time is more valuable. So you can do that. You can literally get your private license. You don't have to be a commercial pilot, but if you're an entrepreneur, you can be in cosmetology and have a building in Houston and then go to Arkansas. Just expand your network and use aviation and flying airplanes. And it's not rocket science. My GPA was 2.1 in high school.
There's a myth busted right there. You know, a lot of people think, you know, they don't spread themselves out enough. I'm not going to lie. You know, they tell us, oh, you got to make sure you focus on this. And when you find your set of people, you got a set of people everywhere, y'all. Everywhere you go, you're going to run into somebody who likes you or enjoys what it is you selling or doing whatever. And so that makes a really good fact. Let's talk about another myth about the military. A lot of people do not want to send their kids to the military because they're afraid they're going to go to war, they're going to die. But there are tons of benefits from going to the military. Tell us a little bit about your experience when it comes to that, and how you actually, you know, feel about Black men in the military.
I hear it all the time. You know, Black men don't go to the army, Black men don't fight for this country. And I get that part. I'm from my whole neighborhood was 100% Black. So I get all of that. A lot of the time it's folklore, though. Again, until I left, I did not see what the world had to offer me. So my mind was so closed. You have to leave your environment and see what the world has to offer. Again, we're only hearing it from traditional sources, our
Right.
mothers, our grandmothers, our grandparents, and so we really can never really expand our mind. For me, the military was the best thing that ever happened to me. I
Yeah.
never recruit people. I never tell people to go to the Navy. I was 18, but it was 30-year-old men in boot camp crying because they want to go home.
Mm.
It's not for everybody, and I understand that. But I was in a position to where I was able to fly in airplanes and travel around the world and get exposed to so many different things. A lot of times, the people that say the military is not good for wasn't good, they chose the wrong job. They
Mm.
Yeah.
had the wrong leadership, so their experiences was much different. So for me, if a young person asked me, yeah, you should go do the job I did, because you're going to see things you never imagined. You're going to meet cultures that you never imagined. I was in the Middle East. In the Middle East, it's easier for me to catch a cab than it is for a white person. As
Wow.
soon as I try to catch a cab, hey brother, where you going, brother? Can I help you? Can I help you? Because of my skin color. Like, they have more respect for me over there than they do over here. You see what I'm saying? So, but if you don't know that, then you just gonna stay listening to people who really don't know or who had a bad experience. And
And
I've
they
been out of
think
the military.
they really do think they know because it's something that they saw on TV or and they're spreading bad information. And this is one of the reasons why we focus on making sure that we take our kids when we go places. Oh, they get that trip too. You know, they've been to Mexico, they've been to Jamaica, they've been all different types of places. But you have to afford them those opportunities because you're right, they will not ever know. Tuck, I saw you had your hand up. Did you have something you wanted to say in regards to experience in the world?
Well, no, it to his point, as black as me being a black man traveling outside the country, you get treated a lot differently than here in America. So yeah, I was just agreeing to that point. Yeah, I've experienced that myself. So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And that's really what it's about. So my time in the military was great. And again, it's a lot of the times, if you choose the right branch and choose the right job, your experience gonna be different. I've heard people that say negative things about the military, but I've been out for a while and I got $100,000 to go to flight school. They gave me $100,000 based on my military experience to leave my job at the executive level to go fly full time. And I never had to pay a dime of that back. So a lot of pilots have $200,000 worth of debt. I have zero debt when it comes to my flying because the U.S. Department of Transportation paid for all of that because of the time I spent in the Navy. So those are opportunities that we're unaware of. And again, it was life changing for me. So again, I say people just do the research. Don't sign any paperwork unless you're 100% confident. And if they don't give you a job, especially for the Navy, if they don't tell you what your job is when you get ready to leave, don't sign it. Don't sign anything, because at the end of the day, once you sign it, you're pretty much in a contract that's very difficult to get out of.
Okay. I like to ask you two questions. Well, first, I like to applaud you for what you're doing, and we appreciate the opportunity that you're giving all of us out here. But far as the age wise, how how do kids have to be to actually take the aviation course or classes?
So we K through 12, right? So for us though, we focus on the middle school, fourth through eighth grade. I was
Okay.
listening. So that's when they most impressionable. When they're young, we want to introduce it to them. We want to let them know nothing to be fearful of. I have an 18-year-old son. He's off in college on a basketball scholarship. He's been in aviation for 18 years, but he never caught the bug, right? I
Okay.
never force it on any young people, but my 6-year-old, he absolutely loves it. Like, he's gonna fly fighter jets. If you ask him right now what he does, he'll tell you he's a pilot,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my 6-year-old. So again, he's been in it since he's been born. There's no age too early to start. For our program, yeah, we'll come to kindergarten classes. When they get older, and the presentations, there are no two presentations are ever the same. So depending on what age group, what demographic, what part of the country they're in, we tailor our presentations to meet those needs. It's just not one set and you're gonna get it. We tailor it to that. But yeah, they're at the age of 99. I think that's pretty much what we cut it off though.
Okay, guys, Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in to I'm Just Saying Live today, we are here on with Kenneth Morris from Aviation Community Foundation. Okay. And he is teaching us a lot about aviation. Okay. About aviation. So make sure you guys take time to go and follow his pages. Go check out the website because he's got all of that. But I'm going to let him tell you that right now while you're paying attention. Where can they follow you on social media and give them your website as well?
Okay, so my personal information where you probably get the most updated is H Town Aviator. So HTOWN AV, the number 8, and then the letter R. So H Town Aviator. And then that's on Instagram and Twitter and so forth. And I'm actually running those pages. So I don't have like this money with the marketing department. Everything is grassroots. So if you send a message, I'm going to get it. So an Aviation Community Foundation, just the same way it's put out. So just Aviation Community Foundation. And we're on LinkedIn. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as well. And again, the whole idea is just to spread more positive messages. You'll never see me post anything negative. I never post anything about religion or politics or sexuality. Like we are very inclusive of everyone.
I tried to stay away from that, but the name of my show is I'm Just Saying, and people drag me into it all the time. So it's okay, but we do understand and we applaud you for doing that and all the things that you are doing out there for the community. You do also do some other community work. Tell us a little bit about some of the other things that you do out there in Fifth Ward.
Yes, so again, I use aviation as the catalyst. I just use it. I got access to airplanes, and that's what we do. But I'm coach at AAU basketball. So
Okay.
I went.
I'm just trying to make you a real guy. You know how people try to say,
Yeah. Make it more personable.
Come on, man. I understand that. They see me in the hood all the time, though. I'm always at weekly, like at lunchtime. I'm in the school. I'm seeing everything the kids doing. So, but yeah, I volunteer at all kind of community events. I may not have my uniform on, but a lot of young people remember me. So tomorrow, as a matter of fact,
I was about to say, you going on a trip? Tell us about that. Was coming next. Tell us about what's going on.
We're making history tomorrow, man. So tomorrow, I'm actually going up flying with the Blue Angels. The Blue Angels are like the Michael Jordans or LeBron James of aviation. Like it's nothing higher than that. So I was chosen.
Congratulations!
Yeah, it's a big deal. I never even imagined I'd have this opportunity. So I'm fortunate to say the least. But as soon as I got the call that I would be going, I said, it's really for us, for all the people that supported me, because I've been at this for 10 years, for a decade, and I have some very supportive. I couldn't do this without the volunteers and the people on my team that believe in the mission and see the work that goes on behind the scenes. So yeah, I'll be in the plane. I'm recording it all with my GoPro and all that, but we all on that plane.
Is it going to be live streamed anywhere?
We're gonna put it up right after I land, and I don't want y'all to see me passing out or crying. You gotta edit it out. So
yes, sir.
Take plenty of pictures because we will definitely be following along the way. We know you've made it 10 years without most of our people knowing about you, but guys, we're glad to be able to bring this to you. And I know that everybody about to jump on the bandwagon and be helping out too, because I am definitely in. Okay. So
absolutely.
If you need anything from I'm Just Saying Live, we are definitely here. We got plenty of sons and daughters running around here. They can also take part in the program. So we cannot wait to come and do maybe a live tour over at the museum. We would love to do that. And that's why we put live, because we go in. You take me up in the plane. I'm gonna try to figure a way to record it. Okay?
Absolutely. I'm gonna definitely share the footage with you. And one last thing I'll tell you. So November 12th, a lot of times we go to these air shows, there's not a lot of us out there.
Right.
So it's not a diverse crowd. So I realized that November 12th, I'm actually having our own event where we're the Business Aviation Festival. So we're gonna have some airplanes flying. The Air Force is flying some planes in, the Navy as well. We got some local pilots who own aircraft, and we're gonna set it up as a festival. We're gonna give away free food. You're gonna get a chance to network with some people in the aviation industry.
You definitely have to send me the flyer for that, because each and every week here I put upcoming events, and that would be the perfect introduction for people to come out and meet your program.
Yeah, and it's a free event. We just want y'all to come out and again, so we can see much of us in that space, because it's some black people doing some phenomenal things in aviation, man. Just they inspire me, and that's what keeps me going every day. Them and the kids, like, it's I wake up every day empowered.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, guys, did you enjoy this?
Oh yeah.
All right. I figured that would happen. So I hope that the rest of you guys out there really enjoyed this interview as well. Kenneth, we thank you so much for joining I'm Just Saying Live today. Tell them one more time where they can find you on social media, and we'll let you get on to your busy day.
Yeah,
My boy.
It's a busy day. It's a busy day. But yeah, I'm H-Town Aviator on Instagram and Twitter. I'm on Facebook at Mr. Kenneth Morris. I'm on LinkedIn as well. Aviation Community Foundation as well on all the social media sites. And if you reach out, I'll definitely reach back out, and whatever I can do to support. And it's aviation is my lane, but if you're in any other kind of supportive and positive thing for our community, I have no problem coming out and supporting that as well. It's not an issue at all.
Right. Yes. Thank you so very much for being part of I'm Just Saying Live today. We'll talk to you soon, because I'm sure we're going to see you in the streets over there. I'm still going like yeah, I said it right.
Wheatley High School.
Wheatley High School. That's where I'm at, man.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, Kevin.
I appreciate y'all. Have a good day.
Thank you. All right.
All right, guys. I'm telling you, the twins definitely going, because, baby, I cannot wait for my kids to be able to fly me wherever I want to go. I'm telling you.
Going.
Mama ready to go.
Tucker, did you hear that?
Mama ready to go.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, I heard it.
She wants the twins to fly her.
Exactly.
What happened to us?
You better get with the program.
Bro, you know how it is. You got that one trick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope that you take time to go and follow him and support his efforts. Not only do I try to promote my own stuff on here, but definitely other people who are doing great things in the community. Ran across him, coming from a meeting over in Fifth Ward, and I just felt like it was something that I needed to bring to you guys. Now, I definitely want you to stay tuned, because we still have our social unrest. We got some entertainment news, and of course, Tennille's touchy subjects. So we better get it underway. We're going to have to move a little quick with this. Tuck, are you ready for me on the entertainment news?
Entertainment news.
Entertainment news.
Entertainment news.
An affirmation minute. All right.
Let's get it.
Okay, remember, you can follow me at simply.tennille on Instagram. Okay. And he started laughing. And I also have TikTok TT2 Live. You see, I got it right this week. Make sure you go follow me on TikTok as well. Tuck, where can they follow you? And I know you have another special page that you would like to introduce now instead of after touching subjects.
Yes. So, of course, you can follow me, Tuck_ATL on IG, Facebook. Also, follow my daughter's page. We have good content, fresh gear. My wife styles her to the nines. She's always fresh, hair's always dope. Little_Miss_Ava_Marie on IG and Facebook. So.
She is a mess, too. I just have to tell y'all, she's so cute. Okay, where can they follow you on social media?
Call me _Ant.
All right, that's all you get from him, and he didn't even want that one. So, Tuck, let's jump right into it.
Let's get it.
Oh, Snapchat is his thing. Sorry, I forgot about that. Snapchat. You put too much on that.
They love me on that Snapchat.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm hoping I'm over here hoping my 24 hours from the birthday is up. All right. So, sometimes I like to applaud people out there doing a good thing. And we got our boy, French Montana, was honored as innovator. He raised $226 million for African healthcare.
That's good.
That's amazing. I'm gonna tell you, that's a big chunk of change.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Shouts out to the brother. He doing big things. Just make sure it don't end up in no Black Lives Matter situation.
That's what we just said.
Yes.
Something going right. We see him sitting up there in that Celine on.
Yeah.
It costs a lot too.
Yeah.
Make sure you're in the right place, my boy. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
All right, NFL's Lance Kendricks, DUI. Seems like everybody was getting them this weekend. Allegedly the wheel of his vehicle. I'm gonna just tell
That's
you this. I want to say this, especially for stars. It's too many Ubers. It's too many. I mean, you might not want to get in an Uber because you're a superstar, but I'm sure you have someone on your team who needs to be looking out for you. Okay,
Private driver.
you should have a driver if you know you like to get slizzy. Okay, you should. Period.
There's a lady.
Period.
Uber.
I
That's
got
it.
nothing to say about that.
I
Let's
just
see.
hope he didn't pull up on the freeway and go to sleep.
It says under the influence, not driving while intoxicated. It say driving under the influence. So that was
DUI.
something else. We don't know
Rest-
what he was using. We don't know what kind of drug that was because it's a U, not a W.
But see, he was passed out though. We know that he was out of there.
So after that, I'm gonna mind my business. On to the next. I'm just saying. Look at the details. Now Kanye West is having a hard time. Not y'all try not to talk about Kanye because I do feel like he have a little couple of things loose. Okay. Now Adidas not only ended his partnership, he was losing money all weekend. Everybody is talking about cancel culture in this boy. They are all trying to just put him down. They don't want him to make no money. He's talking about the Jewish people all
That's
in the
why.
process.
That's why.
We know. And that's what he's saying. He's saying it's true. And now y'all proving it to be true.
They don't care. They finna start closing all the doors. You're talking about the Jewish community. Hey, they pretty much the ones behind a lot of stuff pulling the strings.
I hope he's been putting his money in the right place because it seems like everybody is tapping out on these deals with him. And, you know, I feel bad, but you always doing something, my boy. You always doing something.
Man, they need to
What
leave
you got to say about
Kanye.
that, Tuck?
I need to leave Kanye alone, man. Kanye, he
I'm waiting.
he's just one of them people that's just different, man. So you just gotta let them do them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, before his mom passed, you know, everybody liked Kanye. He was a people's person. But after she passed, we don't know what type of mental break he had. And that's when he started changing. And actually started speaking his mind more out in public than he was in private.
Right. I think that's the thing. I think people want him to shut up more so than his mental state. So they try to make him seem crazy. They just don't like what he's saying. If he was saying something they like, they wouldn't tell him to shut up. But just because he's saying something they don't like, they trying to set him up.
Very true. And selling his clothes out of trash bags. I mean,
Out of the gap.
the Gap got them trash bags for you. Okay, full of Yeezy clothes. Okay, moving forward.
Good luck, Yeezy.
Yep.
All right, now it is time for our affirmation. It says, learn to recognize opportunity. Now, we just set up here and talked about a whole aviation program for your children. Okay. Learn to recognize opportunity. And if you don't notice, those chips say change and chance.
No, chance was first. Now they're going to change.
You got to take a chance to change your life, is how I see it. Now, Anthony, tell us about something about chance, change, recognizing opportunities. What's something out there on the table for you that you feel like you either missed a chance on or you planning on taking a chance on?
It's just like being a truck driver or a driver's manager. A lot of times you take chances on a lot of drivers, and some drivers you pass up on because you feel as though you're not vibing with them, or they might not be the right criteria for your company. But some of them you pass up on might have been the better ones to have. But you take a lot of chances with a lot of them. But you find the right one, hey, they can change your company, they can change your life, and they can make you a lot of money.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, Tuck, how about you?
You know, I think that you definitely they go hand in hand. Like you know, kind of lean back to what Ann was saying. Like you have to take a chance to change. Mm-hmm. And for me personally, you know, that has happened throughout my life. Every time I've taken a chance on myself, the growth happens, right?
Okay.
You were able to see a different, wherever it is, like whether it be a different career, a different level of income, or whether it be a different skill set, or whenever you take a chance on yourself and bet on yourself and believe in yourself, I think is when you get the most.
And you, what do you have?
Oh, me. Let's see. I'm always taking chances. I don't know if they I don't know if they necessarily work out. But I don't know. I think I want to talk about change. So I think that being positive minded on a lot of things.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're in a time of everybody talking about manifesting and this, that, and the other. And I was definitely not, a believer of the manifestation because I've come from, a lot of things. And so I always had to think to do better. I never had that, that extra push. It's kind of I came from a household where it was kind of talked down to get you where you're going instead of the positivity. So I'm trying to change that in my life right now because, I was not the optimistic person that always thought that things were going to push forward anyway just by speaking them into existence. But I do get what people are saying at this point, but it took a little while for me to come around. But that was my chance and my change.
You got a lot of change. Doing good.
I'm doing good.
You took a chance with
Don't
me.
get cussed out on
you
here.
took a chance with me. Well, you took a chance with myself. Took a chance with Tucker.
Okay.
And look at the change. Tucker done brought you great change.
Okay. You like
I
it?
brought you a little change.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm working.
Your ass at home today too. What you doing there? Anyway, let's keep pushing, ladies and gentlemen, because we want to make sure that we have time for Tennille's touchy subject today. Okay, listen. Mr. Liam Neeson is back at it. I've been thinking his name was Nielsen all this time and his Neeson. And, we kind of had a little, trying to come to Jesus about that when we were trying to spell it to look up the movie. It's Neeson. Okay. Just make sure we get that right. And he's our movie scoop. So we watched this movie Memory. Anthony, tell them a little bit about it. And then I'm going to tell you about, we got some other movies that we need to make sure you guys go and watch.
A little bit of the whole thing.
Just tell a little bit.
He got Alzheimer's.
Oh,
what they say, old folks' disease. He can't remember nothing, but he's a killer machine.
It is horrible to be a killer and can't remember. Like,
where you put your car keys?
Hey, that's dangerous. Yeah, that's dangerous right there. That's dangerous. Yeah, that's dangerous.
So if you were looking for, kind of it feels almost like a spy type movie, but really, he's really just trying to find him in his inner self before his disease takes him out. So if this is something that you guys might be interested in, I definitely suggest that you watch this movie, Memory. Okay.
Hey, it's very relatable because I'm quite sure a lot of y'all forget where you put your car keys. You be on your cell phone looking for your cell phone. Can't find your glasses. They're sitting on your head.
Sitting on your head. Yeah.
Right. That's that old folks' disease.
All right.
Oh my God.
Okay, remember that we also want to provide our open invitation to all businesses, small or large, to be a part of the show by simply donating an item from your company to put on our prize wheel, because we definitely want to bring our prize wheel back. I also wanted to talk, I had so many things I wanted to talk about today, but we're going to keep on with these movies before I get into some of those little extra tidbits that I had to offer you guys. Need you to get out there and go patronize Black Adam, but he hauled in 67 million. Okay, so he's doing all right. We definitely want you to get out there and see Dwayne Johnson in his movie. We also want you to check out Black Panther.
November the 11th.
The next Black Panther is almost here. We need to make sure that y'all show up in a big way for that movie, because I know that they've done a lot in trying to put that together and deciding where they were going to go. And we know a lot of our kids are all about the Black Panther. Okay?
It's called Wakanda Forever.
All right. So that's our movie scoop for the week. Now, I also wanted to talk to you about some other things that had to do with Holly. We talked about Kanye, but Brittany Griner was also kind of up on the chopping block because she tried to go and appeal her sentence. It got denied. What y'all think about that? 9 years though. That girl really thought she thought she was gonna be able to do something with it though, Anthony.
I'm waiting to see.
My guys have nothing to
it's a
say,
messed
ladies.
up situation, man,
Too
all the way
bad.
around.
Over
But
here,
just
we're
use it.
trying to look. Over here, we're trying to legalize it. There, they just locked that girl up for 9 whole years. By the time she get out, weed will be
Legal.
It'll be legal in Texas.
Yes, it'll be probably legal in most of the states in the U.S. by the time she get out.
But she's in a foreign country.
Right.
And like we stated before, Simply Neil stated, she was used to doing what she had been doing, and this one time she got caught. But you in another country, baby.
All right. Let's move on. We've got a couple of social unrest stories that I wanted to kind of highlight. There was a 15-year-old killed by, and I do this every single week so that y'all know that things are still going on. I know that they say that every time when something's going on, we are not protesting longevity. We're just talking about it while it's hot type thing. The whole George Floyd thing, they felt like died off, but I wanted y'all to be steadfast and paying attention to the things that are going on around us. A 15-year-old was killed by police outside of Family Dollar. There was no cameras supposedly at the Family Dollar. There were no body cam footage from the police. So nobody really knows what happened. He was taken off of life support without speaking to his parent. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now. You take mine off of life support before I get there, and the police did it in our community.
How can they authorize that?
How can we know every ghetto Family Dollar got a camera somewhere? Let's just say that. They can't find any camera footage of it. Taking off life support before the parent got there, which we know is illegal. And I found this through Trey the Truth page. He's still out there, doing his justice fights. So this is Justice for Jaheim McMillan. Definitely go look up the story, shed some light on it, ladies and gentlemen. Things are still going on. Again, this boy was 15 years old who lost his life.
What was this again?
Is it?
It's in Gulfport.
I didn't put that on my notes.
Gulfport, Mississippi?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Up next.
So, again, Mississippi. So
here we are. None of the tapes got found. Nothing.
It just,
What Family Dollar doesn't have a camera?
Family Dollar always got cameras
in the United States.
Inside the store, outside the store. They should have zoomed in toward the outside if it was on the inside. But that's why I'm saying it's a lot going on. Jackson County prosecutor officer receives threats after the decision not to file charges on the death of that Kansas City firefighter. Now, a lot of us who are on social media definitely saw that the lady attempted to save her boyfriend after a comment was made.
Right.
Correct. And he decided to take things into his own hands, strangling somebody outside the front of a restaurant a convenience store, my bad. And he was killed on October the 6th. And they did not file her with any charges. So now the prosecutor's office is getting threats because they didn't prosecute her.
I mean, the evidence is right there. I mean,
it's clear as day.
Man is out of control, strangling this black guy, and the wife is repeatedly.
This is why they don't want the cameras to be shown.
Repeatedly, get off my husband! Stop! You choking! You hurt! And bopped them upside the head a couple times
in front of their children.
What was she supposed
to do? The kids were in the car. Remember? So
she's supposed to pop his ass. I'm just saying.
Okay, so I just brought up George Floyd, former Minneapolis police officer Jay Alexander. I know that a lot of people have kind of let this thing die. He got 42 months in prison as a part of his guilty plea deal for George Floyd's killing. Do we think that's enough time?
42 months. 3 years and
the other one that still hasn't gone to trial, I think his name is Tao or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's pleading not guilty, so they have not. He wants to go to bench trial.
Isn't that?
I want to say that I'm not going to comment because I don't want to seem like I'm advocating for violence.
Come on, just say it.
No,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't want to.
He always trying to at that it. This is not at that. I'm just saying live, buddy.
It's not.
I'm just saying.
It's not about, to me. It's not about the actual color of the skin. It's about the injustice, and at the same time, but the color of the skin comes in when it's always,
same color.
Our people.
True.
Now, right is right, wrong is wrong. Now, you sitting here to me, aiding the bed and him, watching him do this, and like, come on, Now you
So,
are
so, so it takes me to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when George Floyd passed away, unfortunately, and all the riots and all that was going on, and it just felt like we were a little short sighted. And I think we as people, especially black people in America, we got to think more longer term. We can't be stuck in our feelings as far as just wanting to lash out. We gotta strategically think about ways to remedy these situations to deter them from happening in the future. Because just riding and burning down shit ain't working. And obviously, you know what I'm saying. And I mean, we got examples of that all the way going back to the 50s and 60s. So it ain't worked yet. So we got to come up with a new strategy.
You know what the main strategy is?
Take this aviation class, get your baby money right. Sorry.
When things like that come about, you got to know how to handle them. You can't be upset. You can't just be,
right,
as they say, the angry black man.
You can definitely, let me say this. I'm going to fix what he said. You can definitely be upset, but you have to learn how to not let your emotions take over the situation.
And that's where the depth comes in.
Yeah, that's always what happens, because they feel like you're aggressive, but we also have to change our outlook on how we see each other. We are all people. We're all people. And until that message kind of gets across and starts disseminating through, now we're getting better, don't get me wrong, but I told you, I think one of the reasons Black Lives Matter and things of this nature had the success that it did is because everybody's grandbabies are Mexican, black, white, and all of the above in one baby. You have no choice but to love your family.
So that's why.
So if you want to turn it into a melting pot, here we go. That's where we are now. We're at a situation where families have commingled. Everybody's got something going on. You can't say that you know that this person is X, Y, and Z, because every time we run our blood, you pop up with something else. I told you I had Asian on mine. I'm confused. But anyway, it's the way the world is going. And until we look at it in a different light, it's going to keep happening the same way until we treat each other as people.
Well, they say it's not us, it's them.
He said it's not us, it's them. I'm done.
I'll say this.
Okay.
It's still too many of us killing our own. We got to check each other first.
Yes. Let's start there.
Let's start checking each other first. Let's look inside within our own communities and fix that. Then we'll demand respect from the other community.
Now, I've said this also several times on here. I know everybody wants to change the world and they want to go out in the world and do X, Y, and Z. I am such an advocate for families changing each other. Those kids that you have around you, those nieces, those nephews that you know nobody's paying attention to, not spending any time with, start taking it up on yourself to go pick them up or to put them in some sport or to do whatever. I know that you don't want to take on the extra responsibility, but it is your responsibility to not only yourself, but to those around you, to your community. Those little boys and little girls that are out there who are kind of trying to fight their way through. And like me, I felt like every piece of information I was having to scrap for, just because I didn't know a lot of things that I had to find out on my own. So we got to start spreading some of that information. And maybe it isn't monetary. A lot of it has to do with time. People need time spent with them. Okay.
Yeah, you spend time with them kids. I mean, like I said, you just take them fishing, take them on a little whatever, just riding around and talking
on your
to
regular plans. Just take them with you, even if it's to the grocery store. Some of them don't even get out to the grocery store unless they walking.
Give them something different to see, because we were around a lot of kids and they were like, "Wow, this is what y'all do," and we were just sharing with them. This is what we normally do, and y'all welcome to come. Y'all welcome to enjoy it too, and just see something different.
Or you have no idea the effect that some things has on people. Just like he was saying, taking them to this really expensive museum gives them a different outlook on things. It's something as simple. I'm gonna tell you this. I done turned into my angel. They love my angel to death, but she was the very first person who ever let me ride in a convertible. And baby, I love it. Okay. But until the wind blows in your hair, you just never know,
Right.
oh, this is really, I like this or I don't like this. It's so many experiences that seem little to you because you do them every single day. They don't matter to you anymore. There go our touchy subject time.
There it is. There it is. I was waiting on it.
So, you just never know. But ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is time for Tennille's touchy subjects. Oh my God. I absolutely love this part of the show, and I think the guys do too. Look,
I think we need some music. We got to get some
touchy subject music.
Graphics for this. Yeah, we got to get some more graphics for this.
I'll find the music.
This needs an intro. Yeah, this needs an intro.
We need a complete intro. We'll do a complete intro for touchy subjects. We're going to try to work on that next week. But right now, let's jump right into it. It says, Dear Tennille, hold on tight. This might just be a doozy. A family friend's daughter accused my husband of touching her inappropriately during a family get-together. All right now. Down, He assured me this was not the case and that she made up the entire encounter.
What?
My friends are not so inclined to believe him and have stopped dealing with us. They have told us many stories of her promiscuity, and I hate they would judge him so harshly knowing this. It makes me feel as though they think badly of him for even accusing him. I miss my friends and want to know how to resolve this issue. Everyone tells me I should just walk away. What do you guys think?
What do they mean, walk away? I'm sorry.
Walk away from the friendship?
Walk away from the friendship.
Oh.
Because they believe that he did it, knowing that their daughter has a sketchy past.
So it's a two-sided coin. Like you say, the daughter has a sketchy past, but is the husband, is he a liar? Is he known for any of these?
What's his move? Yeah,
first of all, this is their daughter. I'm gonna just start right there. This is their daughter. They're a grown man touching at a family function or doing whatever.
That's a fight.
You got to listen.
What?
In your mind.
In my mind.
You got to listen to your daughter. Like I know that a lot of people, know different things or whatever, and maybe a history has not built up yet where she's doing this to people, but you can't negate what your daughter said.
But my daughter come tell me another guy done touched her.
Yeah, and then my bad, I'm gonna cut you off, but I just wanted to ask this. Now I'm gonna pull this down and we're gonna talk. So how old is this girl?
It seems like she's in her teens if they're saying she is promiscuous. We're going to say early teens.
Okay. And then they know, it's weird, man.
Again, no, this is the other part. They've shared it with the friend and the husband.
Right. They've told
things. So he may have used that to his advantage.
Right. He might be like, hey, let me see if I can shoot my shot.
That's what I said. I can't be a daddy and my daughter come tell me that regardless what her history is, you telling me a grown man done.
Oh, yeah. Oh, from parent side, that's automatic. I didn't even talk about that. We talking about the ladies. She trying to address
her friendship with her friends because her friends is probably out there spreading that your husband done touched the daughter. So this is not only going to ruin her reputation with them, but with everybody around, because the community now gonna feel like he can't be around no little girl.
He's a pedophile.
But she's mad because she's saying he would never do anything like that, and they shouldn't even felt like that because they know their daughter.
Well, I'm gonna say this. She should know her husband.
He said,
she should know her husband. What he would and wouldn't do, because
she riding for her husband. She with her husband, and she's over here not being friends with these people who walked away from her because of what her husband did or did not do.
Well, let's just pray that she do know her husband and he did not do that. And
you gotta kill that. You gotta just let that go. Ain't no coming back from that.
Yeah, let them friends go.
Yeah, ain't no coming back from that.
You ride with your husband and you feel as though this
and
is
they ride with their daughter. Shit, it is what it is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Find you some new friends.
I'm with the guys here on this one, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to post your comments, and we're going to read out some of these comments that you guys post. Family is family. I have to listen to my little girl because I don't want her to think that she cannot come to me in situations like this, period. And I'm not going to have that man around for her to be feeling a type of way if something really did happen.
And I pray to God she's telling the truth.
He can go for me. I pray to God she's telling the truth, but even if she ain't, he gotta go as far as I am with the other parents. Now, with this friend who misses her friends and this, that, and the other, baby, people are in your life for a time period, and this happened for a reason. A season, that part. So let's look over here at the comments and see if anybody had anything to say. It says, deal with your child first, damn the friends. Okay.
Amen.
All right. All right. What else we got here? Oh, deal with your household first, then the world. Okay. That's what we got. Talk to Jesus. Try Jesus, not me. Okay. When it comes to my kids. Period. Okay. So I think that was pretty clear cut. We were not at odds on that at all. It looks like everybody's in agreement here. You don't touch the kids. Period.
Yeah, and see, my thing was
wrong. It looks wrong. Whatever.
They didn't jump on him at the party, or what?
That's what I was about to say. Why we didn't address that at the party? We got to fight right then. Yeah, we got to fight right then.
We're gonna fight right now.
Maybe she didn't. Maybe she didn't tell him till after the party.
And see, that's another thing. Like, I don't know. Like, why you waiting if it's like that?
You need to have communication with your kids where they can tell you when things happen immediately. We tell our kids, if anything happened at school, I mean, mind you in class, that's one thing. But when you come home, I want you to come home and tell me exactly what happened. Why you slapped this boy, or why whatever happened, just why, what happened? Okay. Yeah. I want to be the first. Well, we want to be the first to know.
Period. Yeah. Anything go on, anything.
Anywhere.
School. So a lot of outside. This is teaching your kids as well to make sure that they have that open communication with you. And this is why I say they had to listen to their daughter. You do not want your child, boy or girl, to be thinking that it's okay for people to be doing bad things without them being able to share it with you, or that you're gonna go off or or act like it's not a big deal.
Yeah, your child got to be comfortable to talk to you about everything and anything. And that's the communication we have with ours. And I think every household should have that, because you never know when your child might get in a situation and anything happen as far as them going out with a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and now they don't know how to tell you, or they scared to call you and daddy or mama come get me, and now they stranded or somewhere else in a worse predicament. You got to have that line of communication with your kids.
Got to.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh, sorry.
Okay. He done got all worked up.
You got hot over there, man.
Thank you guys for paying attention to Neil's touchy subjects. Now, since we have just a little bit more time left before it's time to get out of here, because I know I'm in the show there, but there's something that I definitely forgot to do, and I was so upset with myself about it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not worried about Ted Cruz. They called him all kind of racist, this, that, and the other. They made him lead the game. I wanted to talk about getting to go to bingo night and pink pumpkin decorating contest. Y'all, these ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha raised a ton of money in exceeding of $10,000 over the course of October, ladies and gentlemen, to give to breast cancer awareness. Okay then. Amazing. I don't get to go and just hang out with ladies that much, and so I thought that this was really fun. We played bingo that was surrounded around breast cancer awareness. I made sure I made a post, and I tagged the people that are nearest and dearest to me, my Aunt Cynthia and Ms. Joyce Burris, who have fought breast cancer for quite some time now and made it past. So I just had to shout them out one more time for throwing this event. And they're still going in the battle. And to all those people out there, I know that the month is coming to a close, but I want to make sure everybody out there who is fighting the fight, you keep fighting it. We're here behind you, and we're going to keep participating in things that raise money to help prevent and battle breast cancer. Yay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been yet another episode of I'm Just Saying Live. Coach Tuck, where can they follow you on social media?
Hey, Cup _ATL, Little Miss Ava Marie Closet. We all that.
That part.
Yeah,
So
that
make
part.
sure you
That
guys
way.
go follow him, please, please, please. All right, and where can they follow you?
First of all, get me on Snapchat. Team Thomas, the number
You go
4.
crazy on Snap.
Snapchat, boy, you're gonna love it. You can be like, oh my God, this what goes on over there. Hey, Barry, what you be saying?
I don't like
Entertainment. What is it called?
Putting all our business on Snap. I'm so against that.
Oh, it's hilarious.
It's bad.
And then you can follow me on Call Me _
All right, everybody. I am simply Tennille. Catch me out there in them streets. Make sure that you let us know about your upcoming events, and we will definitely try to be in the building. So, again, this is I'm Just Saying Live, and we'll holler at you till next Tuesday.
See you next week.